It's a very dangerous thing to challenge the authority of the most powerful government in the world. And quite literally, that's what was being described in Ross's birth chart, with Jupiter in its fall in Capricorn, with Neptune, no less, which adds a certain level of ungroundedness or unrealistic expectation, maybe motivating things. And I imagine Ross would agree that he got in over his head. His part entrepreneurial endeavor, part political revolution that he began blew up quite a bit bigger than he was prepared to deal with. His ideals and good intentions weren't enough to either defeat or evade the United States government. And to a large degree, we're able to see his current situation, at least at the time of recording this, by looking at the condition of the moon. In a night chart especially, tends to pull a person's life in its direction, because that's where the light is. We tend to move towards it. And Ross had the moon in Aquarius in the 12th house. 12th house is traditionally described very literally as a place of incarceration, place of imprisonment, loss of agency. It's not always that literal, but it does describe parts of our life or our subconscious that tend to elude our grasp. We don't experience a default large amount of agency in the 12th house. And while most people's 12th houses don't lead them into prison, we can see that for Ross this was the case, especially when we see the moon applying to a square with Saturn. Square is a harsh aspect, and Saturn in many ways represents those laws and structures which are hard, and if you defy them without due consideration or respect, they will smack you back down. And Saturn can signify imprisonment or confinement. So the moon's receiving a square from a planet that can signify law and prison and confinement in a sign that's ruled by the Saturn that represents all these laws that Ross made it his mission to undermine and liberate people from, which in Aquarius, that's largely what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to build a world outside of the walls. We're seeing what is, saying, oh, that sucks, fuck that, let's make something new. But unfortunately, we can see that that freedom-seeking moon in Aquarius is overcome or dominated by Saturn. Saturn is in the superior square that makes Saturn a kind of boss. The moon doesn't win in this case.